Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Okay, I had a big day yesterday, as you can well imagine, as some of you already know. Yeah, the new bike came, got delivered around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What do we got here? Well, got a different shirt on. That was part of a little gift, I guess. Somebody by the name of Jim handed me this bag.
Yeah, that's for you there.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, it had a liter of 1040 motorcycle oil in it, Honda oil. It had this, what we call here in Canada, a toque. Don't ask me how to spell it. I think there's a Q in there somewhere. Now this is probably going to be better than, let's see if I got it on straight. Yeah, pretty straight. This is going to be better than the toque that I have now from Greyhound. The toque that I have from Greyhound is, I sometimes try to wear it underneath my motorcycle helmet and it's just a little bit too thick. I think this is actually going to be better. Okay, so we got that. Got another one of those where that red thing that says Honda. Got another one of those. Oh, by the way, that's the new key for the new bike. It's a proximity key. You have to have it with you when you get on the bike, otherwise the bike won't start. We went through quite a bit of that in yesterday's ride. If you watched the beginning of yesterday's Honda Goldwing Winnipeg Ride 1. Yeah, you will have seen some stuff like that, about that. Okay, let's not talk about the bike anymore. I did nothing here yesterday. I was just too excited about my new ride. And so we're going to just try and continue on for a while here until it warms up, and then I'm going to go out again, weather permitting, of course. I would assume that our friend Missy is going to come by. All right, so we're ready for that. Just right now I got a message. Let's just, for the fun of it, let's just see who it is here. Yeah, it might be you. Okay. It's from our friend Tennessee Jim. Can you see that? Yeah. Thanks, Jim. I'll read it later. It looks like an epistle. He starts off by saying, "Phew, glad to see you returned in one piece." That sounds like Jim. Anyway, okay. Yeah. I'm glad I activated it. Okay. The walkers. I did not see them yesterday. It does not mean they didn't come. It just means I didn't see them. And I haven't seen them yet today either. Anyway, yeah, let's see if... I think maybe what I should do here is just quickly get this... The rest of this railing on, and then we're going to have to decide what we're going to do about painting. Like all of this, I believe we were going to do in the number 82, and also these pieces here, they're going to be done in the 82. The little boxes, I think we're probably going to do this in 66 or something that will blend good on the deck. I have to check and see. You know, I should have paint a swatch of that deck color. What was it, number 50? And that way, we can figure it out without a swatch. I'm still excited from yesterday, and I'm just going to be a bunch of, I guess you might call it verbal diarrhea here. Okay. I'm going to go, I think I'm going to just go ahead and quickly off camera get the rest of the railing done. At least that's the plan. Okay, I've got the railings glued on. They are very fragile, and I guess a lot of these little modules that we're going to be making up are going to be extremely fragile. I should almost maybe find a safe place to put some of this stuff, because putting it where I'm putting it, well, it might not be I might sort of forget myself and lay something on top of it. You know how it goes. Anyway, I was talking about having a swatch of number 50. Well, it turns out I do have one. Looks like I got spots on it, but you know, you can tell what color it is. And you can see here that if we use the 66 on these little ammo boxes here, that it should contrast quite nicely. Okay. Now, if you remember the last time I used this airbrush, we used the 0.8 millimeter nozzle, and I had said something to the effect of I've never tried out the 0.3. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. Oh, got another message. I don't think it's Tennessee Jim this time. Okay, so see if I can do this on camera here very carefully. I'll release this, because we've got to get that needle out of there anyway. That way I'm not going to be poking myself here. Now okay, this is the needle cap, this is the nozzle cap, and this is the, oh, I forget. And usually I do things finger tight. Okay, now so I don't have to get my microscope out and measure these things, to look at these things. I'll put it in here, maybe. Okay, if you remember this little container, our friend Gabe brought some little 1/200 scale figures, I think, in that thing. And I don't think he wanted to take it back. Okay, so this one and this one go together. Okay, because what we have is, when we get the 0.3 out, another message. Okay, it's going to have its own nozzle cap. I'll have to look this up. I do have it written down somewhere what this piece is called. Maybe I got my terminology wrong. Okay, now I usually bring the needle from the back to the front, and that way, if the needle is at all dirty, it's not going to be drawing contaminated whatever back through this way and getting the packing washer, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now I have made up a being as I didn't have another one of these, at least I don't think I do. I'm just using a test tube here, and this should just fit nicely. Yeah, that fits just nicely. Okay, and now we're going to put in our 0.3, maybe. There we go. And it's got a little protector thingy on there. And okay, see if I can do this on camera here very carefully here. You know, I should have put some oil on it, but I'll trust that there was lubricant in there from the last time I cleaned this thing. And Now somebody's going to say, that doesn't look like Iwata oil. Well, it's not. It's just 3-in-1 oil. There. Yeah, I should have put a little bit of oil on the end of that when I started to shove it through, but I didn't. Okay, so we got that. Now our 0.3 nozzle. Very carefully here. And our part that I can't remember the name of, very gently. And I always do that to make sure that the trigger is all the way, mechanism is all the way forward, so that when I tighten this down, see what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shove the needle up very carefully until I feel the resistance at the end here. I don't know why I'm teaching you this. There, like that. And I'll tighten this down. Then I don't need to worry about this mechanism pushing the needle into the nozzle and enlarging it, and then it's no longer a 0.3, it might be a 0.4. Okay. Now we'll put on the nozzle cap. I believe that's the nozzle cap. Gee, why can't I remember what this part is called? Okay, now so I don't poke myself, I will remove this after, most likely, because that's my style. It might be wrong, but it works for me. Okay, we should be good to go here now. Now, what I'm just doing here was always a real problem with the Iwata. With the Iwata, I would get this part on, okay, and then I couldn't get the threads to line up. It would take 3 or 4 tries. Well, sometimes you'd be lucky, but usually you weren't. Okay, so now these. Do you remember about 2 years ago when I was cleaning my airbrush, the little O-ring, when I was using the compressed air, it blew out and went flying across the room somewhere, and I didn't know where it was. Well, I dismantled something that had these little O-rings on it as retaining washers. And there was a whole bunch of them, and I thought, hey, they look about the right size. So I tried it, and sure enough, yeah, I didn't have to order O-rings. Okay, I just put it down until I feel resistance, and then it's going to be just fine. It works for me anyway. Okay, so we're ready to go now with our 0.3 nozzle, and it'll be interesting to see just how much less flow there is than the 0.5, and we'll use it on these things right here. And well, maybe we'll do it on the side. No, these are going to be the number 66, and this is going to be the number 82. So yeah, maybe I'll change back to the number 5 nozzle. I'm just doing a little experiment here, and we don't want to lose that. I'll put this on here. Yeah, all right.
Good morning, Ron.
Good morning, Max. Good morning, Missy. Okay.
Can't. Gotta wait.
Yeah, you gotta wait, Missy. Patience is a virtue. And Missy says, I'm not very virtuous.
We were having a test the wheels this morning on how fast we should be walking. It was pretty much a tie.
Missy wanted to walk fast?
No, slow.
Oh, slow.
Sniff everything in sight.
Yeah, all the fire hydrants. We've only got 2 on our street. I think it's one at that corner and one at that corner.
Every snowbank, every tree, every tuft of grass. Everything she shouldn't be eating, every piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
Lots of runners out this morning.
You know, I noticed that in the across the bridge when I checked the surveillance camera. I was looking for the walkers.
Uh-huh.
But
No walkers?
I didn't see them this morning, but I didn't look very long either. I actually was looking too early.
Ah.
I'll check again later. I didn't see them yesterday, but sit down.
It's sunny.
Yeah.
Cold wind out of the north, but it'll be a good day for motorcycling, eh?
I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope to get out probably around 3 o'clock this afternoon. See what happens.
That'll be good.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be sunny.
Yeah, it'll be warmed up by then. We did it. We did it, didn't we, Missy? We did it.
A couple of inches high.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
My goodness.
Not a lot of torque in the creep mode.
No, it's more for basically level ground or slightly sloped, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy with it.
You look very happy.
Yeah.
Well, go home, see mommy.
Yeah, nice,
Breakfast, you home.
nice and sunny out there.
Oh, glorious. Makes me wish I had a motorcycle.
Well, I'll lend you mine. Bye, Missy. Okay, we've got our number 66 thinned out here, the one we used before. And we'll see what it looks like after I stir it up here. Okay, it looks pretty thin. Looks about right to me. And being as if this is the Tamiya XF paints, I know that the Windex will clean that off later. We'll just put it to the side here. And it shouldn't take too much here. But once again, it's just as easy to pour back a lot as a little. Okay, that filled the reservoir up to, I don't know if you can see it there, probably not. It's probably about 2/3 full. Now being very careful here not to get paint on Bill's cycle new shirt here that Jim gave me. Yeah, okay, so we should be done here. I think I got my air cleaner plugged in. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, you can see it there. Guess I didn't really need the rubber gloves, did I? Okay. I was going to say something and I forgot what it was. Guess it wasn't important, right? Okay, let's get ourselves moved over here. That looks pretty good. And that's about as close as I can get. Now maybe I've got the, now I know what I was going to say. I got the regulator on the compressor set for about 15 pounds. And we'll just give it a little test over here. Maybe I should turn the air cleaner on. You know, I think I've got the pressure too high. I'm going to turn it down to about 7 pounds. That's supposed to be an R for Ron. Yeah. Okay. I guess what I'll do is I'll just clean everything up and I'm expecting a phone call any minute. Somebody wants to come over for coffee today. At least I think they probably will. If they know I've got the new motorcycle, that is, they probably will. Yeah. Just let me clean up here, and we'll put the macro lens on and take a nice close look. Seems to be falling apart on me today. Probably been frozen thawed too many times. Okay, I did get that phone call. And in a little over an hour, I'll be getting a coffee visitor, so I gotta wind her up here. And it's about 14 minutes to one rather already, and coffee visitors coming at 2. So I guess if you've seen one of these, you've seen them all. I know this one looks the same, but it's actually different, I think. Anyway, I'm going to wind her up here. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.